Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I hope that you have been well. And I just want to do something different apart from what I do. Mm, so today, I will. Before we continue, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can comment to my videos, the ones I've just laid down there, and also share and like them. I hope that the the content that I'm going to share, I hope it is going to be beneficial to you as an individual, as it has been beneficial to me and also to your loved ones. So for me, I just want to talk about something that is called grief. Najua tu tukiongelea something called something that is related to grief is that this is whereby an individual maybe has lost a person, or the person has lost something. Kuna vile tu yenye you feel in your heart that you have lost something, and your process ya grieving, people grieve in so many ways. Some they wail, some unapata tu mtu amenyamaza, maybe kama an example can be something that it may be dear to you as a person, maybe kama umepoteza a relative or maybe a loved one. Unapata people react to these things differently. They react to loss differently. So the process of which these people react to these things, it is grief. The reaction to it, how they handle the situation. And you find that some people, when they undergo these things, some of them, at times, we have those people who really wail a lot. We have also some people who just keep quiet, hawazungumzi. Like, hata sometimes ukijaribu ku make some jokes with them, they don't like bulge. Hata uoneka msa na smile, msa na kuangalia tu hivi. So in that kind of process, people are just trying to absorb and comprehend what has just transpired in their lives. And so we also have some people who, like, in that grieving process, unapata wengine, they don't like eat. We have also those people who they separate themselves from others. Unapata mtu anakaa tu kwa nyumba the whole grieving period, anakuja, the person is not relating to people. Hata watu wakuja mtembele, the person will just be there. Yes, you have come, yes, but you find that this person is not ready to open up to whatever that is really transpiring in his or her mind, in his heart. You see, because mtu bado hajakuja kwa that process of letting go of things that are really happening around him, or the things that have happened in his life. So for me, this is what I'm going to talk about, just the process of helping that particular individual on how to go through the process of grieving. So I'm going to talk about the 5 stages that I have. We have the first one is denial. We have the second one is anger. We have another one, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Once again, we have denial. That is the first stage of grieving. We have the next one, we have anger, we have bargaining, we have depression, and lastly, we have acceptance. Acceptance is the final stage. So for me, I've just abbreviated this as an acronym of the 5 stages. I call it DABDA. DABDA. Yeah. So I'm just going to explain on how, on each stage, how you can be able to assist someone to go through such kind of process or such kind of a loss, when this person or an individual is just going through grief over something or someone. Na si lazima ati mtu akuwa amekufa. It can be maybe something that somebody has lost, maybe a pet. We have so many people who are attached to the little things that we think that little to us, but to them it's something that they hold dear to. Another thing, maybe it can be cars. We have those people who love cars. Oh my God. Yeah. So you find that these people are really attached to the things that some of us, we are not, like, we really value such. And I believe also you as an individual, you have so many things that you really value as a person. And when you lose that particular thing, kuna ile, you just feel like you're not okay. Or maybe something has happened, maybe even at work. Okay? Maybe you have lost maybe one of your workers or one of your friends or even your boss. These things happen, and this thing is just I can just say it's part of life. But how can we come out of such kind of moments in our lives? So I'm just going to begin with denial, which is our first stage, and I'm just going to try to simplify about denial as a first stage. And this is whereby an individual may have received a new information even concerning his illness, and this person has been told that he has some few weeks, some few months to live. You find that in this stage, this person does not accept the report given to him. And I believe this one we can just try to relate even in our lives. Ukikuja kuambiwa like, hey, there's this thing that is really going on, and this is something that has happened. First of all, you as an individual, you have been told maybe, or you have seen someone, it has happened to someone. Mtu anakuja naambiwa maybe na daktari that you have cancer, or you have maybe a terminal disease. And the first instance to this person, mtu by the way, atakuwa na denial. This person will not accept that this thing has happened to him or her. And when you're telling this person that you have some few months to live, few weeks to live, mtu like hata kubali. This person will not accept the news, as much as how you're going to try to spin things around, try to encourage that person, because this person cannot accept the information that you have just given to him. First of all, this person has to go through a process, and that is what we are discussing now. That is the first thing that person is going to experience, the process of denial. Hata kubali the information, hata kubali ya kwamba this thing has really happened to me. And especially, we can just say an example of cancer. You know, we have so many perceptions or the myths and conceptions that really happen around it. Or also we have something that it's very common, HIV and AIDS. Mtu akishapata ugonjwa, we have these misconceptions that people have and people have had, you see. So mtu akipata such kind of news, first of all, utasema kwani I don't think if I have such a disease, kwani nilipata wapi? So the person just moves back and forgets about whatever that has been laid to him. Sorry. So we have the second stage we have, that is anger. After this information has been relayed to this particular person, the individual starts to have some questions on why or what has led to to him or her having such a disease or to what has happened. So the individual starts to project frustrations and anger towards everyone in his surrounding. So after mtu akishapata this kind of news, this person will start projecting some frustrations, or frustrations maybe through his actions or through his speech. Now, all these frustrations, zikipata anyone who is close to him or anyone who is around him, these are the people who are going to really get it rough, because unapata mtu already ako kwa ile the process, ametoka kwa the process of denial, anaanza kujiuliza maswali, kwa nini imenifanyikia, what has it led to me having this kind of disease, what has it really led to me getting into this kind of situation. And more so, I can give an example of a HIV disease. Mtu ataanza kujiuliza like, kwani what really happened? Because mse akianza ku like trying to retrace his steps or her steps, anaona like, I've done nothing. What are these things that has led me to have this kind of disease? Yet nikitry ku retrace my steps in my earlier years, or the fact that I am in life, I've done so many things which cannot lead me to such report that I have been given. You see, so that is where people start now asking questions and laying frustrations towards everyone. And we have the third stage, that is bargaining. So bargaining, this is whereby an individual starts to change his perception, for example, through diet, through exercise. And this individual tries to see if he can do something different against the outcome received. So this person will try to change the perspective of whatever that has just happened. And this is when an individual now start changing his kama alikuanga maybe anaamka anaenda maybe kazi, so this person will just now try to do different things in his life because of the prior report that he was given maybe by the doctors or by the people around him. So when you're talking about maybe diet, the changing of diet and doing more exercises, you see, so this person will try to do all sorts of things to make sure that he lives a healthy life and ensures that the people that are around him feel his presence, because this person already knows that he has a few months, a few years to live. And through the exercise and through the dieting, eating the correct diet, it's not just doing diet, it's about making sure that you have the right diet, a healthy diet every single day. So we have the fourth one. This one is depression. And most of us, we know about depression. And we can really identify people who have this kind of, who are going through this kind of stage or level. But before mtu afike kwa this kind of stage, I believe us as the people who are around such people, we need to identify which stages these people are in, so that we can be able to understand, so that we can help them to process the information or the things that are really going on in their lives and in their surroundings. So depression, this is the stage whereby an individual starts to withdraw from people and friends, So the individual becomes silent at times, others cry a lot in releasing their emotions. So in this stage, an individual requires a lot of support and counsel. So in this stage, I believe, pia wewe, you as an individual, for me as an individual, I could say that I have gone through this. So for me, right now, learning about depression and how just to be able to pull myself through that kind of place where aware that I am depressed. I'm going through a lot, maybe through issues of life. And by the way, maisha inaweza unaweza ona maisha like imekufikisha kwa kona, but the grace of God is sufficient. So let's go back. So in this stage, these people now start withdrawing from people. Unapata huyu mtu this person becomes so silent, anaanza kuwaza like, I only have some few weeks to live. I only have some few months or 3 years to live, according to the doctor's report. What will happen? You see, mtu anaanza kujiuliza maswali mengi. If today I die, what will happen to my children? If that person was married. If today I die, what happens maybe to my siblings? What happens maybe to my parents? You see, because unapata maybe this person was the breadwinner of that family. So this person goes into that kind of place whereby he or she starts wailing and tries to release his or her anger in that moment. And also these people, when you would want to try to help such kind of people when they are in this kind of stage, we need to support them. Supporting them, it can be maybe in means of looking for support groups. You have those support groups. Example, I have heard about cancer. We have those cancer groups centers. So maybe if someone is going through such kind of information, the person has already gone through the first stage, which is denial, the second stage, anger, bargaining, and this person is now in the fourth stage, which is depression. These people really need to know that they have someone to lean on. And just leaning on the support groups really help. That is where they are able to speak about what is really happening emotionally, what is really happening in their minds, their thoughts, and just laying out their frustrations, just laying out how they feel about maybe the surrounding, how they feel about how other people have received the news concerning maybe him or her. And also the other thing about counselors, they need to go to maybe a counseling institution to see a counselor who will be able to take him through the process of recovery. So the last stage, that is acceptance. Acceptance, now it's the last stage of grief. So now after a person has gone through the stage of denial, anger, bargaining, depression, now this person now comes to a place where he accepts the news, and this person is now able to overcome. Now this person is able now to overcome the things that he has already processed, the things that he has already gone through. So in this stage, an individual comes terms with the outcome. The outcome now, that is the information that was given to him at that stage, the first stage that we've just talked about, on the denial stage. That is the first stage. So the individual starts making peace with the friends with the family and relatives. So you find that this is whereby now this person now begins now to associate himself with his surrounding, starts to make peace with the information, make peace with the report that he had received prior, and now the person is ready to now go through the process. Maybe if it is maybe cancer, the person is now ready to do the chemos and maybe to live now the right way, and also now accepting that this thing has happened. How am I going now to move from point A to point B to point C? So as people who are surrounded, the people who are surrounding this kind of person, we need now to help this person to be able to move from that process now to now helping him to now get well, to now process the illness and now be better for the duration that he or she has to live. And it's not all about the illness thing. We can also talk about maybe the loss of a person, because and mostly this is mostly what really affects us as a people. When this person is in this stage, the stage of acceptance, we need to now be able to help and assist this person now to now uh, it's not about going back to, because life will never be the same. Maybe if you lost a spouse, if you lost a child, you cannot go back to the way things were before, because the way things were before, the child was there, but now the child is no more, the spouse is no more. You need now, as friends, as colleagues, as the relatives or the friends who are there, we need to help these people to move from that position of mourning. Now the grief has already taken place, the person has already gone through the 5 stages, and now this person has to move from that point of acceptance now to move on with his life or her life. And how is this person going to move on from that point? The person has accepted the loss, and the person has already gone through the process of grief. So we really need to be a shoulder of support. We really need also to check on these people sometime, if we have some time. But si lazima ati useme now, hey, msese ashapitia all this process. Now already this person has accepted this person has gone through the process of grief. So after that, as a people, we need to make sure that we have held their hands until we know and feel that these people are now stable enough to move on with their lives, with a new situation, and with a new outcome of life. I hope that you have been blessed by this content, and for me, it is just a learning process on how to comprehend situations in life. And I hope this information, you can use it to you as an individual. You can use it maybe to help a friend, a neighbor, and also you can also help maybe the places of work that you are in. You can be able also to identify if this person is going through something, and you can take this person through this process, the 5 stages of grief. And I believe it is going to be beneficial to that person and to you and your two families. And don't forget to subscribe for more content. And don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment on my videos. And may you be blessed. See you until we meet again. Bye.